What is up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Camera Junkie live stream. My name's Luis, also known as Mr. Camera Junkie, where I remind you to upgrade your skills before your gear. And if it's your first time here, welcome. Please be sure to introduce yourself into the Camera Junkie live stream chat so that you can get the nice Camera Junkie crew welcome. Now, today I am hella late when it comes to this live stream. I was trying to do it, but as most of you already know, I was at my sister's wedding. So this is the after wedding or wedding after party, so to speak. So usually at this point of the live stream is where I go right into the chat to see if anybody is here hanging out and who are the first to make it into the live stream. But because I'm so off schedule, it looks like I'm live before anyone has popped into the chat. Oh, and I spoke just too soon, and right there we got Parker Jennings in the house saying hello to everyone. Welcome, Parker. Thank you for hanging out. I'm here. So we've kept the streak alive. This is episode 181. So if you're not familiar with what I'm speaking to Parker about, listen up. This is 181 consecutive weeks of the Camera Junkie live stream without skipping a beat. So no matter rain or shine, no matter what location or what events might be coming up, one way or another, there will always be a Camera Junkie live stream on Saturday nights. And thank you, as always, Parker, for taking the time and hanging out here with me, even though I am about an hour and 45 minutes behind our regular scheduled programming, so to speak. But sometimes I run extremely late, and today I started extremely late. So we're just getting things started. As I mentioned before, I just got back from my sister's wedding. So congratulations to her, to Jaricel and Alex, for tying the knot. It was a very fun event, especially when you're able to gather with friends and family and share the time and some memories and some funny memories that were made, you know, just at this event, which is always what makes these events so amazing. So once again, congratulations to my sister and to Alex, and I wish them the best in all their endeavors. But it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people, a lot of family, like a lot as far as the people who were invited. It was not an extravagant wedding. It was a small-ish wedding, so to speak. I really wasn't counting, but I would say something between like 50 to 60 people, I believe, were invited. It was a lot of fun, but I'm gonna share with you a little bit of my experience because I was able to use my newly acquired FX30 camera, and I had a lot of fun just messing around with it. Parker's here saying no problem. Always enjoy my streams. Thank you as always. But like I was mentioning, I was able to use the FX30 for some personal recording. So my sister had reached out to me prior, and I had told her that when it comes to events like this, I wouldn't be able to be a part of the audience, so to speak, and also be on stage, meaning like be the photographer, videographer for this event. So I was very clear and adamant that I wasn't going to be doing it because I was going to be partaking in the wedding. But at the same time, I also emphasized that when it comes to weddings, when it comes to events like this, you should never skimp out on the photographer. And it may seem biased the way that I'm saying it, but when it comes to photography, videography, it is the part of the wedding that you get to take home with you. It is the part of the entire event, you know, that is going to live on, right? So you don't want to go cheap on the recording of that memory, because it can take something that was great and elevate it to a point to make it, give you all the nostalgia and all the good feelings of the memories that were made that day. So that's what I had emphasized to my sister when we spoke about this months ago. And with that being said, I was happy to see that she took my advice. There was an amazing photographer on hand. So anything that I was able to record on top of it is just kind of like the cherry on top, like sprinkling on top, So it's just a bonus. But I was able to utilize my FX30. I recorded everything in log. I was just having a blast. But another thing that I did, which is something new that I'm just trying for this event, right, was that I wasn't really trying to record a lot of like actual footage, so to speak. I just set my camera majorly to S&Q, which is slow and quick, and set it up for 120 frames slow motion. And that's what I did. And I basically just took all the like the pieces and parts of the event and the location and just recorded them really quick. And I just gave them like a quick, like swipe through, but everything was recorded in slow motion so that it has this nice buttery smooth effect already applied to it. And I want to create maybe more like a sizzle roll. But another thing that I was able to do, which I was really excited, I thought about it last moment and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it, is pat out with the frat out. I took my Vision Pro with me and it hung out on 8-inch stroller for the majority of the night. But during the actual ceremony, right, while they were reciting their vows and doing things like that, and while everybody's focus was on the couple at the front, I decided this is the perfect opportunity to put on my Vision Pro without being like completely just kind of like stealing thunder, so to speak, if that makes sense. Like I didn't want attention to be drawn to me on my sister's wedding day. So when nobody was focused on me, I was able to put this on towards the back and record the entire ceremony through the spatial video. And when everybody was getting up and she was walking back down the aisle, I was able to capture all of that in the Vision Pro using the spatial video aspect of it. And I was just like super excited to be able to capture that memory in that manner, because it's just like a next level. So right now it's not usable basically only to me, so to speak, because unless you have a Vision Pro, you really can't access that file. So my sister, of course, will be heading out of town. So once she gets back, I'll be able to set her up on my own Vision Pro and show her what I recorded through the guest mode aspect. But it's only being able to show her because at the moment, she won't be able to relive that event in that manner unless she has one of these. But if you're like me and you're kind of in the know, then you would have already heard rumors of the new Vision Pro 2 or a Vision Pro Air to be scheduled to come out in 2025. So is it 2025 or 2026? I don't remember, but regardless, they said that this is going to be like a $1,500 Vision Pro setup, something on the more budget end, even though it's still $1,500, but that still falls into the realm of like iPhone prices, iPad prices, and they're not into the astronomical $3,500 like this bad boy is. But regardless, I was able to record that memory in that manner. So now I have that. So when 5, 10, 15 years in the future, where an Apple Vision Pro and the technology applied to it, to the spatial computing and spatial recording of these videos is going to be more commonplace. And knowing my sister, she's an Apple sheep just the same. I'll be able to send her these files and she can relive this experience through my point of view. And there was a couple of certain things that happened that could only happen through my point of view. So it's like, I'm really excited, first of all, to be able to share this with her in the future, right? Like in the near future, like when she gets back from the honeymoon, so to speak. And once she gets back, I'm gonna stop by her house and through the guest mode show her the video that I was able to record. But then knowing that in the future I'm going to have that to share with her, so that she, once again, it's like a new way of recording. So I did that with a lot of things, like with the cake, with like the DJ on hand, a lot of people dancing on the dance floor. There's a lot of things, and not only spatial video but spatial photos. So there was a lot of photographs that I was just snapping away, and I know I looked weird to some people, but anyone that was curious to ask was then like quickly like just converted to like, oh my god, that's like amazing, that's cool that you're able to record this 3D effect. Because the best way that I could explain to them, I said, imagine a big gigantic cinema rig that's designed to record 3D video for like an IMAX movie. I go, I have that right here in my like on my forehead, so to speak. And that's the power of the Vision Pro. So I was delighted to be able to implement that just the same way and give that as like an added like extra wedding present to my sister and to Alex, her new husband. So once again, congratulations to them. The party was great. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, and I'm tired now. It took a lot out of me because there was a lot of things that needed to get done before I even stepped out. But once again, I'm still like just off the jitters on the fact that I was able to capture that type of media, right? So I was able to get the spatial recordings. And FYI, you can use the spatial recording videos as standard videos. So the video that I did get, I'll still be able to edit normally on Final Cut Pro, which I think I'm going to implement with all of the slow motion that I got on the Sony FX30. So those in conjunction, I'm going to try to put together like a montage, with maybe a good soundtrack, maybe one of my sister's favorite songs, something that was played at the wedding, and I will implement that and make a slow motion video edit cut, including some of these spatial videos, and have that as like, once again, an added gift to my sister. So things that only I can do, right? That's the best gift, I think, of all. It's not something that you can just buy in the store, but it's something that is thoughtful and created by you as a one and only piece. Excuse me. And yeah, it was a delightful success, and I'm just excited for that video edit. You understand? Like, I'm really excited for what I'm gonna be able to do with this footage. And also I'm excited to see what possibilities are available in the future to edit spatial video. Because as of right now, it's not like you can drop spatial video into Final Cut Pro, render the file, and have it have that 3D effect after it leaves Final Cut Pro. The Vision Pro has the ability for the spatial video, not Final Cut Pro, if that makes sense. So for that reason, there's really no way to edit it at the current moment without just flattening it and making it a standard video file. So I'm excited to see like what we'll be able to do with that in the future. But yeah, It is just past midnight. This is going to be a very short episode of the Camera Junkie live stream because I really don't have anything prepped. I don't have cities Gaw. I don't have any of that. So basically, I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know exactly what happened. It was a really fun night with friends, family, and and celebrating my sister's new marriage. So, as always, I want to thank every single one of you who hangs out with me here weekly. You know, we've been doing it for over 3 years and we're rolling into 4, right? And as the weeks go by, that just keeps getting closer and closer. And as always, I want to thank every single one of you who make this the place where I want to be week in and week out. So, Parker, you're the only one that I saw that message as of right now with this short live stream and off our regularly scheduled time. But as always, I want to thank you and you who are watching this on the replay for making this the place where I want to be week in and week out. So if you're not familiar with it, mark it down on your calendars. Every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be live here on the Camera Junkie YouTube channel. So I can't wait to see your smiling face as I do this all over again next week at at the correct time in this same place. So take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you next time. Talk to you. Oh, that's the button, right?